Hello and welcome back to Hand of Fate 2, as I hit my controller. Wish I hadn't done that, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do the strength. After I finish this, I suspect we're probably going to unlock more challenges, but I don't quite know. But anyway, see what we got here. Stealing half of an ancient relic from an ogre has left you dying and cursed. Gear up and claim the other half of Odessia's charm. So, start with 10 life. Eating food does not heal. Holy crap. High defense will help reduce damage from the ogre's devastating onslaught, and Tharby dice. So, we have a new companion. She has retry precision, which is actually pretty good. But it says Tharby dice, so we're actually going to put the Wanderer in because he gives us that bonus dice. It took one of our cards out, probably this one. Let's just put in, we need to hide defense, right? So, probably want some sort of equipment. We could put Desert Trek in, but I feel like that might be dangerous right now. Considering eating food doesn't heal, right? So, let's get Helpful Priest in there, why not? Don't know what it does, but we have Shrine, because that'll be useful. What else do we have? Old Maiden, useful, because she can heal. Holy Relic, don't know what that does. That gives us food, but that doesn't heal us. Food's still important, because if we starve, we die. Presuming we don't get a heal before then, but... I really do like the trading house, it's pretty good. Alright, so what about equipment? We have so much equipment now. So many options. Archer's Bane, and that, we don't know what those do, so... As long as there is at least a few things in the deck that are unknown attributes, then I'm pretty fine with what it's given us. It gave us Fate's Path. 5 max life. I mean, I suppose that's fair enough. And it gave us armor at the start instead of a weapon. Also probably fair enough. We don't know what special effects that leather armor has, but probably not much. So, eating food does not heal. Does cooking food heal? Does that count as eating food? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's go ahead and start up. I doubt it will.
It seems
probably covered in that.
Here is our evidence of your eagerness to leap into difficulties you cannot face. You must know yourself, hone yourself, sharpen your wits and your sword against the challenges ahead.
Good lord. The bitter taste of blood is the first indicator that you're still alive. Blind and disoriented, you make out a voice calling to you. A pair of strong hands shake you upright. Your vision steadies and Kolbjorn's somber face swims into view. Ask what happened. Kolbjorn gestures you to be quiet. He presses his back up against a boulder beside you and grimaces, holding his side. As your head clears, a booming voice echoes out from deep in the foggy marsh. Oh, where have you crawled, ghasted mice? Let your insides be gut and bones be crunched. You peer around the rock, and from the mist steps an ogre, 3 times as tall as man and with a lumpen, vicious face. His one good eye darts about wildly as he surveys the area, hunting for something. The ogre grunts and scoops up a broken, shining trinket from the ground, splashed red with blood. Ruined with your dirty blood, wretched cut purses. Riven in 2. His great hideous face turns red. If thou listen here, I will find the twin, then I will eat thine eyes. Okay, Jesus, dude. The ogre lifts his club and smashes a tree trunk in anger. The tree creaks and crashes to the ground as Draknar the ogre turns and disappears back into the mist. Alright. Kolbjorn grimaces as he holds his side, attempting to hide the severity of his injuries. Here, you are injured, eat. He throws you a medicinal herb bun. Weak to your bones, you gratefully take a bite. You get 5 food. You consume 1 food. The bread turns to ash in your mouth. Oh. With a sinking realization, you pull the other half of the ogre's trinket from your pack. Sure enough, you feel a wrongness emanating from it. While holding only half food does not restore life, cannot be discarded, okay? A stab of hunger hits your stomach. There's only one thing for it. You must steal back the other half from the ogre that almost killed you. The closest town is Draper, Kolbjorn whispers hoarsely. We cannot hope to defeat an ogre now. Summoning your remaining strength, you lift yourself to your feet and stagger to town. I presume the town will be right here. No, it is not. After another day of rainfall, the marshlands swell into a swamp. Water and mud obscure the path ahead. As you press on, every direction begins to look the same. 13. That's kind of high, actually.
I hope you have learned to be their master.
Easy. Rolled 2 6s and a 1, full of things. With some luck, you find your way to higher and drier ground. Back on the path, you continue your journey. Nope.
Across 100
Holy
years,
relic.
almost every true artifact of power has been lost.
What used to be a lavish monastery has taken a major hit from a recent raid. A monk laments, "It's a shame about the missing gold, but it's an even greater tragedy that they've stolen our holy relic." You volunteer to search for the raiders. Kolbjorn runs his hand through the grass behind the monastery. They went this way, that way, the other way, every way. As he cuts through the forest undergrowth, a sprawl of coins is revealed, presumably dropped by the raiders. You get 10 gold. That's a lot of dudes. You follow a trail of abandoned trinkets to find the northern raiders sleeping on top of a pile of treasure in a conspicuous forest clearing. Let us alert the authorities. I would take the violent approach normally, however, we only have 15 health. Oh. Fortunately, Imperial Watchtower is not far away. Is this about the monastery? Pish posh. My soldiers say they're hiding out in a cave to the south. Now leave of my private chambers. Who got you in here anyway? So that failed because we needed 20 fame, but whatever. Oh, it's Fate's Path. That means this is the exit, so. Wait, what is that card?
Push forward towards your final confrontation.
Hold on. Wish I could look at them. Is that stirring in the something? Stirring in the lyre? I don't know. And then the other place is food. Do I want to go up there? I don't feel like I want to go up there. Does that say mire? Probably mire. I can't read it very well, by the way. It's probably mire. Let's just continue on, actually. You find your way out of the mire and onto the road to Drapier. Continue on.
Too many words obscure the actual truth of the matter. Sometimes simple actions tell all.
Approaching Draper's gates, you notice a woman of enormous stature dressed in a blue tunic and leather apron. 3 smithing hammers hang from her waist. The woman rushes forward and embraces you, burying you in her chest. "The gods be praised," she cries. "I thought you'd surely be dead." She releases you and looks you up and down. "Is this the person I saved from the town?" "Look at you," she says before you can get a word in. "That foul beast didn't hold back now, did it?" No, this is someone different. Probably. So she whips around to face your companion. "Kolbjorn," she bellows. "I thought I told you to keep him out of trouble. I warned you about Draknar and look what's happened. You should know better than to steal from an ogre." Kolbjorn wanders past the fuming woman and down to the river to fish in peace. As she pauses for breath, you seize your chance to interrupt. Who are you?" "I'm Aridne. The blacksmith's daughter," she says, surprised. "We met at the Black Ale pub the night before you set off to steal Odessia's charm. I almost broke your wrist arm wrestling, remember? That sounds bad. Ask about the charm." She pokes at the broken ornament gingerly. "Forgive me if I don't take it." The curse of Odysseus' charm only affects the wielder. If it makes you feel any better, the ogre is probably starving now too. From the looks of the silver work, this is an old relic indeed. Why couldn't she just hold it for a second so I could eat? Dreknar, she says, or Dreknar the Mighty, as he is known, has lived in these parts for an age. Many have tried to fell the beast before you two misfits, that's for sure, she explains. But few live to tell the tale. Their tale. The ogre is notorious for ambushing travelers and traders alike. Not even Empire soldiers are safe in these parts. Accumulated a wealth of treasures plucked from his victims, including that cursed relic you have now. As she pauses for breath, we continue on our journey. Ariadne shakes her head. One blow from Dreknar's club would crush you. You won't survive unless you get a good set of armor on you. Okay. We have to have 60 defense. Listen, I help run a traveling forge is currently heading here. A traveling forge. Excuse me. Come see us. We'll sort you out with some good and proper armor. Okay. The piece of Odysseus' charm weighs heavy in your pack. You wish to fling it into the mire, but some strange magic stays your hand. Starving and injured, you rest a while in town. It did not heal me, unfortunately.
Gather yourself before you travel further.
The spindly hag beckons you toward her. I don't think I have any real reason to... Yeah, it says restore 0 there. No reason to trade, I just wanted to check if it said anything. Treasure's lying just inside. If we fail this, we die. So I'm going to not do it, actually. Probably should take a different card.
I admire that you have other skills beyond violence. Yet, if there's one thing that the usurper has taught me, it's that violence can sometimes answer questions that otherwise have none.
The poor weather slows your day's journey. To avoid the swelling bogs, you press onto higher ground and happen upon an old road through the marshland. To the left, you see a group of cloaked thieves blocking the road. Okay. 4 of greed. Fair enough. To the right, you make out a group of Empire brigands taking shelter by the side of the road. Phalanx of steel. I would rather fight the bandit thieves. They already have weather blades on, so... I would definitely rather fight the bandit thieves, but it... Because Phalanx is just a pain to deal with, but it is going to be dangerous either way. The sky opens up as you ready yourself for combat. Alright, Kolbjorn. We gotta focus, we gotta do it right. Presumably he starts at full health, because that's how he works, probably. Yeah.
I wish you all the best.
Oh, that was close. Alright, 1 down. Oh, come on. I was totally blocking that. They're both stunned. I was worried that they would not both get stunned, but I was totally holding the block button there. You don't have to hold it, you just have to hit it, time it properly. But I was holding that button. Still failed to block it. That's unfortunate. With the thieves subdued, you notice their stash of treasures hanging precariously from a tree over the bog below. So gotta get 13 again. We got 16. These rolls are doing well tonight.
Sets the tone for your challenge.
Ring of food, I mean we may as well. The food doesn't really do much. I guess it keeps us from starving. Even though it turns to ash when we eat it, it does still technically keep us from starving. Marshlands swell into a swamp. The roll dice again. Once again, good rolls so far. Some luck, you find your way to higher ground. If we go here, it should reveal what that card is. So we don't need to go over there. Burning building. That sounds like a great way to die, so we're not going to do that. Feeling dizzy from the lack of food, you find the road again. You weakly trudge on, knowing you must face the ogre soon.
Perhaps you can gain the tools
Oh.
you need for the road ahead.
A column of smoke and the clang of metal are the first signs that you're in the right place. As you round the bend, you see the forge outside the gates to Blackwater. You spy your new acquaintance Aridney assisting a blacksmith on the bellows. "Ah, there you are," Nair says with a smile. She removes her gloves to wipe her brow. "These are the two I was telling you about, Anders," she says to the blacksmith. "I almost broke this one's wrist in an arm wrestle." "So I hear you're out to fight an ogre," the blacksmith says. "My specialty is improving armor and helms and the like. I must admit, it's normally only horseshoes and farming equipment I'm in these days, so it may take a while. I assure you, it will be well worth your time. Upgrade a suit of armor. Because it's what we have, I guess." You hand the smith your armor and he begins to examining the armor item thoroughly. Some typos going off. Inspecting every join and seam. "Yes, I can certainly improve this, but it'll take several days. I'm heading to Cottonwool. Meet me there and the job will be done." Oh, we're giving him the armor until we meet him? "Oh, if you bring another item to me there, I'll see if I can improve that one as well." You thank Anders and continue on your way. So we have 0 defense now. We need some food. But we have some time, so I'm not going to buy any yet, actually. In case we can buy a potion or something as well. Arm wrestling. Hadn't seen this one in a while. Your opponent in the 3rd round is Perilee the Brass Hag. She touts herself as a fearsome pirate, but needs the money from this competition to get herself a boat. A 14. That's pretty high. Let's try to reroll the 3. Oh, well, I don't think we can really get it with this, though. It is better, though. We'll accept Kolbjorn's dice, even though this is dangerous. Because that means 3 turns that he won't be with us, and we have no health. 1 hit will kill us. The Brass Hag cannot live up to the strength of her name and slumps in defeat. Kolbjorn stalking around the table and intimidating your opponent may have helped. So we're actually going to take the money because I'm pretty sure 10 gold is 3 food, right? So better than 2 food. By far. So all this gold we're getting is beautiful. You take your reward from the purser on the way out the tavern. Return your repeat for an even larger prize. Alright, so trade, buy food. Oh, food's more expensive. 1 food for 6, 3 for 15. Alright, so food here is apparently more expensive. Wish I had known that. What equipment do you have? Oh, that's expensive for a cardinal blade, good god. Swamplands, press on. Roll the dice. We can't fail this one because Kolbjorn can't back us up. Didn't matter, exactly 13. Okay. Stirring in the mire. This is the fight again. So 5 of steel or Frost Berserker. Again, I really don't want to fight Empire, but both of these choices right now are pretty bad. Oh, I should have changed my weapon, actually. I think I still have daggers. Sword and board would be much better here. Yeah, I've still got daggers. That's unfortunate. So it's just me versus 3 of these guys. If I fail any dodges or any blocks or anything, I die. Oh, that was close. He should be close to dead. How much health does this dude have? Oh, this dude is swinging at me. He is now. Okay, 1 down. I believe this dude is weak. Oh, well, weakened. He's not weak for sure. Okay, 2 down, 1 left. No! Why did he swing so quickly there? That sucks. Alright, he's gonna say, you can still complete it now.
Faring better, or more skills.
Yeah, if I had a sword and board there, that would have gone much better, because I could have done ripostes every time they did those triple attacks. That's unfortunate. You know what? Let's mix it up. Let's clear and fill. It's gonna make me take her, which I think is arguably worse. But whatever. It's also gonna give me her card. The Mayor of Far Water. I don't know what that gives though. Wait, did I have that potion last time? Did I have that potion last time? I feel stupid if that's true. Whatever. Well, again, just like other times I've failed, we're going to be skipping some dialogue if we've already seen it before.
This last century has been, for me, a blessed relief. You have pulled me away from eternity, and in the process, I have lost something fundamental.
It just occurred to me that I have a different companion, so the dialogue from her will be different. So I skipped over that, that was my bad, but here you're injured, she says the exact same thing, so maybe she didn't have different dialogue at the start either. Nope, she probably did. Strella scoffs, one of her eyes closed with blood. That wretched relic we sought, I believe there is a curse on it. Indeed, there is a curse. Stab of hunger. The closest town is a Draper, she whispers. Okay, so... did I have this? I don't know. Heal camp artifacts. Does that mean I can use it at the camp? Use an artifact. I can use it at the camp. What does it do? Restores 10 life when activated. I'm just going to use all 3 charges. I don't cook food. Did I cook food? No. Okay. I don't think there's any reason not to just use all 3 charges of this right away. Give me 45 health to start. Pretty good. We'll continue our journey now. Fallen treasure, lying just inside, frontier barbet. I will actually take that because that's a pure armor upgrade. Actually, what do we have? Yeah, we still have leather armor, okay. Enter the cave, take the equipment, bash an enemy and block, cause a brief stun. After every encounter with a gambit, reveal 1 random encounter card. This has a gambit, does that count? Possibly. Both of these look gray instead of blue. I don't know. Exit the cave, it does count. Neat. So, what was that? Hold on. Wetland ambush. That feels like something I don't want to go to. Oh, hey. By the side of a waterfall, you meet a young woman with striking gray hair. She's holding a baby. Greetings, traveler. Treat these waters with caution. They are not to be meddled with. If you're parched, you're welcome to stop by my cottage. I have a pie cooling on my windsill. Behind her, a little wooden sign reads, "Waterfall of Youth, very dangerous, stay clear." I am Yvonne, the woman says as she leads you to her cottage. As was promised, a hearty beef pie awaits you. You enjoy it with a side of mashed potatoes. So you get 10 food. With the meal finished, Yvonne asks you to help her while she puts the baby to sleep. The rare sunsheen flower grows nearby, and she'd like you to gather a bloom. It feels impolite to refuse. The sunsheen sprouts from the rocks behind the waterfall. If you were careful, you could climb out to retrieve one without falling into the water. Let's try. Remembering the warning, you inch your way along the rock wall, gingerly moving from stone to stone. Oh. Oh, it's not moving. How strange.
Nicely timed.
You manage to grab a ledge and regain your balance. From here, you reach the sunsheen, bag it, and make your way back to the shore. Yvonne is delighted to see the sunshine. Most travelers just eat and leave. And thanks, she gives you a gift. This will protect you in your travels. Oh, we get 20 health from a potion. Nice. And a token, of course. You didn't need to reveal that. I already knew what that was. Whatever. Stirring in the mire. So we have 5 of greed. And then 5 of steel. I think 5 of greed is going to be easier. Actually, I haven't. Well, actually, we can have all these. We'll just equip those and roll with it. Fight the bandit thieves.
On your side. Interesting.
Indeed. Let's see how she does in combat against brigands, bandits, whatever. If she can take one down with her combo attack, that's actually pretty good. As much as I like stuns. Yeah, take your sweet time, lady. Having only ever known military life, Estrella's high rank and fame were justly earned. When activated, Estrella performs powerful attacks and causes knockdown. Stay close to charge her ability faster. So they instantly knocks them down, so her special actually just straight kills someone. Yeah, fighting thieves with these weapons is much better than fighting those berserkers with these weapons. She is getting the dickens beat out of her though. Oh, that actually just killed me. I was rolling back over to help her. She apparently didn't need it. That was easy. I do like her special in combat. I think I like everyone's special in combat except for probably the bard. The shield is nice, but it's not really necessary because you can block or dodge every hit in this game, I think. With the thieves subdued, you notice their stash. To roll a 13. We don't have extra dice, so dice rolls will be more difficult. See what we can do though. Well, that's unfortunate. Sack falls in the tree and into the mire with a splash. You don't need to reveal anything, it's fine. Continue on. So approaching the gate, you notice a woman. Releases you, looks up and down. Foul beast, do. Estrella, you call yourself a captain of the Empire, letting this poor boy go off to fight an ogre. Estrella is just a bloodied bandage and shrugs. He insisted. Just quickly skim through all this stuff because it's required. Not all required, but... one blow from thing, increase your defense. You run traveling forge. So that is our destination. Come see us, we'll fix your stuff. So you say. Stirring in the mire. So 4 of steel or... Trapper of Frost. Trapper of Frost should be easier to deal with, actually. So neglected sword. Sword and board. Easier to do. Wait, did I didn't mean to pick that, actually. I didn't mean to pick that one, actually. Well, I guess we're fighting the Empire. Heavy weapons, do.
Your artifact is empty now and will be of little use to you here.
You don't have to tell me that. I used it right at the start of this. I think I'm well aware of this scenario. With her special doing a knockdown, we might actually be okay. Because we'll get a kill every time her special is up. Basically just a free kill every time. This is why I hate fighting Empire, by the way. Although we do have that stun on block, on guard break. So that could be pretty good, actually. Hey, dude. She's just standing there taunting him. I guess she had no target to hit, because you can't hit people that are downed, so... You can only use a special on them, or they stand back up. With the brigands defeated... We gotta roll, or that falls in the water again. Hey, we did it.
When all
cry of victory.
Artifacts like these represent a chance to turn the tides.
We may as well equip it, there's no reason not to. So that's the special card up there. May as well see it.
You must be ready for whatever
Wetland
will
ambush.
come. The usurper will give us no warning.
A slight rustling in the reeds is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger against a steel phalanx. Phalanx of steel. I hate fighting these dudes just because they're such a pain. They permanently block and they have that horrible fucking spear. Which is very irritating to deal with, but you know. She goes through block with that special, so that's just a guaranteed kill on whoever it targets. And I can stun, so it's actually maybe not so bad. Because they're considered permanently blocking. If I ever hit them, it stuns them. Using her special may have been overkill, but here she comes. She got some muscle on her, I'm telling you. That was easy. Brigands defeated. We get 5 food. We're overflowing with food right now.
A leader must be strong for their people, or they have failed.
Forsaken, weeps the mayor as he packs his sizable collection of handkerchiefs into a large trunk. When they gave me this backwater town, I thought I'd be a king. Now look at me, not even a fair warning. Estrella chastises the flustered old mayor. You're supposed to lead these people. Will you not stand for them against the Empire? A flicker of recognition crosses the mayor's face. Oh, the peasants will have to leave their entire livelihoods behind. Oh, skipped on that. Estrella sighs and leaves Farwater's mayor to make his shameful getaway in peace. This is my home, you know. She draws her pistol and begins to polish it absent-mindedly. She explains that an Imperial Legion intends to use the town as a stronghold in their war against the North. Estrella was assigned to break the news to the mayor and the townspeople. They must pack what they can and leave. I believe the Empire means to punish me for defying orders and daring the corruption outbreak in the old city. I read that horribly. I'll surely be trialed for treason if I do not comply this time. Ask what will become of the villagers. Estrella's lips narrow. The city is already crowded to the battlements with people. Many of the old city refugees had to leave and seek shelter elsewhere. And that is by the capital. There is little nearby but forest and northern territory. I can't imagine where these people will go. Any family? No, they're all dead, Estrella says matter-of-factly. From war, mostly, such as the risk of having a family of soldiers. Although I believe I have a distant aunt married to some minor lord across the sea. What happened in the old city? I was there, but you know. You were there, Estrella gives you a worried look. We were locked in the old city with hordes of corrupted. Many people died, remember? Estrella paces back and forth, the gold Empire pins of high office glinting on her belt. Perhaps it is not so bad. It is the nature of war, I suppose. The mayor is useless here, of course, but I know of someone who could help the peasants. The familiar confidence returned to her face. She sheathes her pistol and stands. Come, we're going to visit the peasant king.
A reward well earned.
I got a token just for going to that card, okay. We don't know what this is. And I need armor, so let's
Every
try.
city has
Dark
places
alleys.
that the civilized would be better to avoid. Of course, that's also where you'll find the most interesting people.
We've had this card before, so. Trapper of Frost, 5 of Skulls. They're dragging a locked chest behind them, its contents unknown. In another direction, you spy an item glinting in the moonlight. Billy clubs. We don't really want billy clubs, so what we're going to do is move towards the visible enemies with the unknown item. You approach them in with the chest, they drop their cargo, draw their blades. Something Slanus. Do I have the right piece of equipment for this? I don't think I do. God dang it. I keep forgetting to change what weapon I have. I have a heavy weapon, which it'll work, but sword and board is much better.
More evidence of the underbelly.
Although I don't think it actually matters for undead. I think undead just exist. And then they're super weak, they just revive a lot and it bothers me. Aha, and vulnerability. Excuse me? Don't hit me, don't hit me. Oh, just barely got out of that. That was like possibly the last frame that I could have actually gotten that roll off. Oh, that was bad. I thought he was dead. I thought he was gonna die so we wouldn't get that attack off. That was bad. Lost health there for no reason. Hopefully we can make up for that with this item. So, reveal 3 encounters. That's not what I wanted. So 10, pretty low roll. We got a 9. Let's re-roll both of these. Gives us a better chance. Yeah. 6, 5, 5. Find some equipment. Gambler's Jewel, +2 to the final score. This is very, very good, actually. Make up for not having an extra dice. It's very hot in my room, though. I'm actually sweating. It is November 30th, by the way, and I'm sweating. Just want to point that out so people realize the horrible conditions I end up recording in. Column of smoke and a bang, do-do-do. Let us upgrade our suit of armor again. We'll keep our helm, because our helm has that bonus that's actually good outside of combat, too. So, let's continue our journey. Swamplands, gotta do a dice roll. These should be much easier now because we have that +2, permanent +2, as demonstrated. With some luck, you find your way to higher ground. So there's the exit. This is good to know. We could leave immediately. 4 of Greed, or 4 of Frost. I think I'd rather fight the 4 of Greed. I feel like bandits are a little bit easier than northerners. But maybe that's just me. Of course, if you have sword and board, northerners are sort of a joke. Because you can just riposte everything. Why did that not knock him down? I'm very confused why that didn't knock that dude down. You're not gonna attack? I thought he was gonna attack, so I didn't do anything. I'm being super careful. Excuse me? You guys saw. I was blocking. You guys saw it. I want a refund on that block. I had my knives up. I was in defensive position. Has bollocks damage. I want a refund. Oh well. See if we can get their equipment. Maybe there's some good armor here. Who knows? Oh, that's not a good roll. Reroll those two, same as before. There we go. Much better. Not much better, but good enough anyway. So this gives us literally fuck all defense, and we need defense. So as much as I like this, we're not going to equip it. Gnomish exchange. Can I buy equipment here? I don't have any money. Oh wait, no, this is, I have to give them stuff, don't I? I'm gonna refuse. I've never refused before. Oh, I take 20 damage. Oh god. Alright, well, turns out going there was a bad idea. I thought that was a different card.
This caravan is bound with spells that allow us to travel without arousing the attention of such as these.
So this is the robbery we had before, but it's possible we could get some good stuff here. It's possible we could also just die horrifically. I would want life, if anything. So it's spinning so slow. There we go. 25 life. that's actually really probably the only thing I want here. So we're just gonna leave. That'll make up for going to the Gnomish Exchange a little bit. Not really, because I'm an idiot for going there to begin with, but... Why do I even have that card, actually? God damn it. Whatever. Anders greets you with a smile. Ah, there you are. We were just about to leave. You must be wanting this.
Simply the middle road.
So 20 armor off of that. The smith's workmanship is exemplary. The armor feels stronger than it once was, yet its weight remains unchanged. So we could upgrade the armor again. Or we could upgrade the helm. We could upgrade the shield. We're gonna use the shield on the ogre? I guess we probably would. The only pieces of equipment we have that are actually good, technically, are the armor and the helm. Let's upgrade the armor again. It's gonna be a lot of defense down for now, but I do like the helmet. Oh. While I pride myself on my workmanship, he says, pausing, this is already at the limits of what I can do. So we do have to upgrade the helm then. So Frontier Barbet. That'll put us at 40 defense, probably. Could certainly improve this, bring me another item. We need like a better shield. Oh, goddamn. It's this. Let's just go with an easy victory here. Would you like to retry? No. We'll take it. I forgot we had a retry from her. Lock rips. Let's take... The exquisite blade is just money. So let's take the cardinal blade so we have a good sword we can use with sword and board. It's not amazing. But it's much better than our current swords.
Their religious righteousness.
Gain 2 fame. Because we don't have the helmet, we can't see where we're going. Stirring in the mire. So we have 5 of steel or captain of steel. Oh wait, no, 5 of steel and captain of steel, or 5 of frost and shaman of frost. Let's go with it against northerners. Try out our new sword here. Sword and board. So we'll fight the raiders. We do have to fight a shaman, but we should be able to kill that shaman relatively quickly. And then deal with the rest. Sort of ease. As long as we don't take damage from the shaman, I think we're okay. As long as I'm not sloppy, anyway. I suppose that's kind of par for the course. Look how cool that sword looks. Prepared for violence in every major direction.
Quickly, while we have the upper ground.
Let's focus on this guy real quick. There we go. Look at that. It did bugger all damage because it's not mint. Oh, that was greedy as fuck, but I got away with it. Let's help our comrade out. Our teammate. We have to help her up because she's down again.
Fight.
See all the bonus damage we get sword and board on these guys? Oh, that was greedy as hell. How'd I get that? I just like doing this animation. To be honest, it doesn't do any damage to these guys. I just like the animation. It's cool looking. Look, I'm a simple man, okay? Simple desires in the world. Wait, that was different. No, wait, no, it wasn't. I thought it was different, but it wasn't.
I hope you have learned to be their master.
Apparently, I haven't learned to be their master. Well, that was garbage. So we lost whatever loot was there. That sucks, because it could have been a better shield or something. We have so much fame. Oh, it's the shrine.
No one will listen.
Wow. Your quest brings you to a remote shrine high in the mountains. We've had this one before. You kneel before the shrine and beseech the gods to take pity on you. We have to roll, because that's how gods work. There we go. At least we won that one, at least.
Well done. You continue to impress.
10 max life does nothing for us. 15, actually no, it's healing us when it gives us max as well. Okay, fair enough. King's Road. I want to continue exploring. If I get a shield, I think we're set. I have to get a shield though. Swamplands isn't going to give us anything though, and it might cost us if we fail this. We didn't at all, actually. That was a hell of a roll. Alright, let's continue on, get our helmet back. Now the problem here is we don't have a good shield. Frontier Bobbit. We're at 44 of 60. Upgrade our shield. This thing is more pot-lid than shield. It's not even worth fixing, he says with a frown. I'll tell you what, take this one on the house. Oh. Just shield. 10 defense. Okay, can you fix it? Like upgrade the shield? You know, with a little work, that shield could come up nice. So that's actually convenient that he gave us that. How nice of him. Bring another item. I don't believe we need to bring another item, because with that shield we should have 20, so that gives us exactly 60. So we should meet the requirement. Then it's simply a matter of victory. Hawk says, where's the passerbys? Let's buy some tarts. Passes you a lemon tart. So 8 food. Hopefully for 10 gold. I wasn't paying attention to where 30 went. Okay, I'll accept 10 gold for this. 8 food for 10 is a really good price. We have no money, but I'm also sort of gonna just try and bum rush to the exit here, because with that shield we're done, so I don't care about anything else in this. The less cards we have to go through, the less chance of me taking damage. So Silencer of Greed, 4 of Greed, or 4 of Steel, Musket of Steel. Let's fight the thieves. I'm not going to change my weapon. Yeah, we're going to keep it on the sword. The sword just does so much damage that I think it's probably worth it to stay. Light weapons are recommended against thieves. It should be okay. The sword isn't that much slower than the daggers, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll have to deal with the silencer quickly, though, for fear of damage that need not be taken. Cut your throat or cut your purse, makes no mind to them. Plus we can get riposte with sword and board on these guys. Oh, that was just bad. I got greedy there. We do miss occasionally. That is still a true... Oh, well, you can't block that. That was close. Block that though. Oh, she's down. She's not down actually. Now she is. I really do like that attack. There we go. Come on, man, that attack is so slow. How am I supposed to fucking block it? I do like being able to activate companions from farther away. That's nice. That was garbage though. I got screwed over by the direction I ended up rolling in there. That was a dangerous situation. Oh, she actually just killed the dude? Okay. We took damage there. That's bad. But hopefully we're okay. We still have 56 health. Could be better, most certainly. That's a garbage roll. There we go. That was better. Maybe we get some health out of their supplies or something. No, we got Dark Thirst instead. I'm not gonna equip it right now, but nice to have, I guess. Desert Shrek. So, if I wasn't worried about my health, because I don't know what Desert Trek is. It could hurt us quite a lot. If I wasn't worried about my health, I would do that. Like if I could just eat food to heal, but I can't, so we're going to move on.
When even the fires of creation are destroyed, What new wonders can enter the world?
You spy a column of smoke in the distance. Wreckage strewn across the road alerts you to the fate of the traveling forge. You rush to the forge and find Anders sitting on a wooden stool amidst the debris. Startled but otherwise okay. Ah, he says, looking up. I was hoping you'd find me here. The ogre Drakna ambushed the forge while I was traveling to Braden. I'm fine, he continues, tearing up a little. And the forge can be rebuilt. It's Ari that I'm worried about. She stormed off in a rage. Her heart is in the right place, but I fear she is no match for Drakna by herself. Oh, I almost forgot, the smith continues. You'll probably be needing this.
A simple
But only goes
defense.
to 15.
You can do better given time.
That only goes to 15. I'm afraid the forge is in no state to assist further in your quest, he explains. Now please, stop Ari before she does something foolish. You thank the smith and set off towards the ogre's lair. So, we don't have any gold. There's not much we can do there, but we could sell some stuff. Is there any equipment that's good here? Will of the Emperor, what does this do? Oh. Just executes a thief, okay. Man, this sucks because I don't think we can get 5 more defense. We would have to find a piece of equipment that has more than our upgraded pieces, which I don't think is going to happen. So that sucks. Arm wrestling. Hey, that's a lot of gold. A masked bounty hunter sits motionless across the table from you. You prepare yourselves for the 4th round of competition. A 16, holy hell. Oh, well, there you go, that was easy. GG, well played, no re. You can hear heavy breathing through your opponent's mask. Your opponent silently rises from the table and leaves with their consolation prize. So we just got 40 gold. Fortunately, not much we can do with it. There's no really amazing piece of equipment we can buy or whatever. There's swamplands. I suspect the ogre is probably down in the bottom
I've
left.
said my piece on gnomes.
Excuse me.
The company you kept to get you here is strange indeed.
As you trundle along in your horse-drawn carriage, you catch a glimpse of some cheeky gnomes fleeing with your weapon. You chase them on foot until they dive into a burrow. You take a peek into their hidey hole and discover they have quite a cache of weapons in their lair. Reach your arm in the hole. That was fast, but I think, yeah. It's not the weapon I wanted, actually. Little round door slams shut as you draw a weapon from their burrow. Unfortunately,
my
it was
weapons
the exquisite
honest
blade.
and unadorned.
So, kinda sucks, but whatever. Yeah, so there's the ogre. There's no sword we can purchase, unfortunately. The old maiden. Ask for longer life to heal us a bit. Not much, but, you know. Is it still the same trade? Yeah, it is. It's not gonna do us any good. Will we even live without 60 defense? We don't have any way of fixing this. We have the best armor we have in our inventory on our person. There's nothing we can do about it. Another day of rainfall, blah blah blah. Don't fail this. Please. It'll be hard to get less than 2. There you go. Alright, test of strength. This is it. The finale. We don't have the armor requirement, the defense requirement, so in order to complete this, we will have to return.
That you flee so eagerly to the source of your own destruction, staggering across fields of bones in order to seek revenge.
Pardon any background noise you guys might hear. I thought we were having pizza today, but I don't think we are. Either way, mist pools in the foothills as you approach the ogre's lair. Bones of fallen champions litter the way, picked clean by vultures. Their weapons lay here and there, rusted by the damp and twisted by the weather. There's zero chance we can improve our defense, so... Continue. You catch up to Aridne, as she charges through the hillside. In her hand, she carries a massive mace, its face fashioned from the traveling forge's anvil. Let us see how he likes it when my forge fights back. We are close, Estrella says, drawing her sword and readying her pistol. If you have to make preparations, this could be our last opportunity. This is no time for caution, Aridne says, pushing past. Let me at that beast. No one destroys my father's forge and continues to draw breath. She stops and lets out a roar. Where are you, monster? The silhouette of the ogre looms out of the mist. He raises his club above his head and leaps down from his perch, smashing the ground in front of you. The poor fools come happy to the death, he grins. That's a terrible voice. I forgot the voice I had for him before. Displaying a mouth of yellow, jagged teeth. Crunch, crunch, the little wagon went. Dost your bones sing as beautifully? Aridne bellows in defiance and charges her foe. Draknar swings his club wildly, catching Estrella and sending them flying. Then the ogre swings at you. We don't have the defense for it, so this is going to probably hurt quite a lot. Oh, it just removes her from the fight as well, okay. With surprising dexterity, Aridne leaps to your aid, taking the blow in your stead. Battered, she crumples to the ground at your feet. There is no way you'd be able to take a blow of that magnitude in that armor, she huffs, blood bubbling from her mouth. I'm afraid I won't be much help now. Draknar roars and charges into battle. Well, is there any reason to have a shield now? What does this do for us, actually? 200 knockdown and corrupted. You know what, we may as well do sword and board. Enemy from the ogre faction. Heavy attacks cause extreme damage, high defense recommended, use evade to avoid. Cannot be defended. Repulsed between attacks with one-handed weapons for additional damage. Can perform heavy attacks when struck, retaliates to light weapon attacks more frequently. Okay. Enemy receives 3 less damage per hit. Avoid using low damage weapons. Well, not a whole lot I can do about that, I think. Unfortunately, I got the wrong sword out of that hole earlier. I wanted my sword back, but unfortunately, I got this piece of garbage. Which does me no good. If I could buy a piece of equipment, that would have been okay, but... Oh well. Hello. You're a big dude. Even amongst ogres, Draknar is feared. Once he was a leader among their kind, but those days are long gone. Wait a second, that's different. The ogre's thick hide reduces damage by 4. The tooltip said 3, making low damage weapons less effective. Okay. Oh god. Okay, dude. Oh god. Oh god. He's fast. What? He changed his attack mid-attack animation. Now he's just got a permanent green thing on his head. He just has a permanent green thing above his head. How do I know when to block? When he glows green, I guess. Ow. This is making it slightly more difficult. We got it though. Yo, we were 5 defense off of a perfect clear of this. I'm sorry if you guys heard that, by the way. May have been loud, who knows? But I'm just bothered. We were so close to perfect clear. It means we'll have to come do this again. With the ogre defeated, you help Aridne and Estrella to their feet. Then you see it, shining under a pile of bloodied rags and small bones. The two halves of Odysseus' charm slide together, and with a rush of relief you feel the curse lift.
Every butcher understands how best to cleave flesh from bone.
Create an aura that lasts 60 seconds. While active, gain +1 food for every enemy defeated. That seems pretty good, actually. I mean, it's irrelevant right now, but... With a shout of joy, Erdney lifts her hammer to the sky. Wow, now that was exhilarating. We brought down Draknar the Mighty. We're bloody heroes. Erdney runs a hand over her hammer. She seems reluctant to let this moment go. Say, you don't need some extra muscle in your troop, do you? Hooray, we befriended someone, so got a new companion. I'm still upset that I failed that by 5 defense.
So you gather more tools, and with each step, more power.
Maybe we'll have to come back here when we have a shield equipment. Or maybe this gives us a shield equipment, because that'll help tremendously. I think we have a helmet starting equipment, so we could have 3 pieces of starting armor. Let's see, Stirring in the Mire, Wetland Ambush, Toshers. Okay. For defeating the ogre, we get a battered helm, which has a token on it. As well as Odysseus' charm, a Sisters of Vengeance, daggers, and a Ward of the Innocent. We've seen that one before. For befriending Aridne, we get Anders the Drunkard and the Blacksmith. I don't know what this is for. For helping gather sunshine flowers, we get Yevit's Cottage. Again? Question mark? For committing to help Estrella save Farwater, we get the Peasant King, which is just a continuation of that
Do
story.
not continue to fail me. I have need of your greatest efforts.
And another time in the future, we will have to come back to this challenge. Preferably with some additional equipment. Or some better cards that give equipment. We'll find out, but we'll come back to it. We'll get that gold clear, see what it gives us. We didn't unlock any others. So of these 4, I guess we'll do it again. You guys can leave a comment and say what you guys want me to do next, and I'll go ahead and do it. So we have the Wheel, Justice, the Hanged Man, Death, and Temperance. So which of those do you guys want me to do next? Let me know, comments, etc. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.